Welcome back, Fire Crew. It's your captain, Yeehaw Yudam, and for today's video, we're going to be doing another live gameplay commentary, but of none other than Katakuri. Now, Katakuri, cool dude in the anime, as well as the fact that, honestly, by what everyone has been telling me and everyone around me, cool dude in the card game. So, I know a lot of people that really enjoy this character. They think he's one of the better decks that are coming out in the OP-03 meta, and I kind of wanted to give him some time before I went ahead and played him. But I think it's finally time that I take him for a whirl. Now, Charlotte Katakuri, besides having a very powerful leader ability, just has access to the yellow color, and the yellow color has impressed me an absolute ton. So every single card that I do have in this deck, in my opinion, is just very, very powerful, which you couldn't say before about a new coming color. For those of you that don't know what Charlotte Katakuri does, he says Dawn ×1 when attacking. Look at one life card from either myself or my opponent's life, either top, well, I think it's the top or bottom of the life area, or the top of the life area, and then place it to the bottom. If I do that, then gain 1k, right? So he, for 1 Dawn, swings for 7, which is really darn good. Has that Smoker-esque effect, which is a really nice tempo effect, but he also gains information that no other leader usually has access to. Now, the yellow color does have cards that can look at the opponent's life. You have this pudding, which never ever comes down. But other than that, Katakuri can do that pretty consistently and gets the ability to look at his own life, look at opponent's life, which is really darn good information. It's kind of like you're playing with a secondary hand sometimes if you're looking at your own life, or if you look at your opponent's life, you can kind of just make their hands weaker and weaker as you go. So pretty cool. Not only that, like I said, you get access to the very powerful yellow cards, aka 7-drop Big Mom, 8-drop Katakuri, 10-drop Big Mom, Daddy Longlegs. But without further ado, guys, this is the deck. We're going to take it for a game and let's see how it goes. All right, guys, so going up against the very scary leader that is Zoro. Now, being Zoro, OP-03 Zoro doesn't really change much. He just gets the addition of more blockers. Now, I mulliganed that first hand because it just really didn't do too much. But hopefully we can just keep up with him. I know that if it's Zoro, you should probably expect them to go first, right? That's just what the deck does. He's going to go 5. If he vistas me, that's absolutely horrible. But I will accept this. I will use this trigger to pitch this. This isn't coming down anytime soon. And even though it's a very powerful card, I need it and I need it now. So I'm going to go ahead and be able to do that. Oh, I get another one. So kind of interesting. Now I can swing with the Parasparrow. This is a tough situation because I don't want to swing into a Jet Pistol in life because that would be not too great for me. But it is what it is sometimes versus these decks. I will just try to go at him as aggressively as possible, which he will probably accept maybe both of these hits, and then I will just play a Daifuku, which is very easily Jet Pistolable. But if he Jet Pistols, then he just has 1 Dawn to attach either here, probably here. He goes 5, and honestly, I could defend this, but I probably shouldn't, so I'm going to go ahead and let it go, add the pudding, shout out to Frozen, I guess. And then if he pistols me, that's not necessarily terrible. He's going to go 5. You can also play the Marco, which I didn't pay attention because he's moving so fast at what card he necessarily grabbed earlier. Ooh, a Daddy Longlegs. And you can probably Marco here and move the Sanji. Yeah, that's probably the case. It is what it is. So Sanji kind of just didn't really do too much. We got to be very cognizant when we do and summon any of these cards. And we'll attack this Zoro. I'm going to go ahead and view my own life. I will keep it at that spot. I'm going to go 7 at 5. This is just too good. Right, that gets over that. Now I can go ahead and decide what I want to do with the rest of my turn. I think Pudding is a very solid card to summon here because that can allow me to go ahead and get another playable card, or I can add the Big Mom. Knowing that I'm going second, I know that next turn, currently I am at 6 Dawn, so I will be going to 8 Dawn on the following, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will be playing this, and then we can curve out into this, which is really darn nice. I think I will take the Big Mom, and I'm just going to play a Daddy Longlegs and pass. So let's see how my opponent really wants to go through here, because I do have removal for whatever he has on the following turn, and I can just play this game very, very slowly, always swinging at his board, and then making sure that Katakuri deals with what we have to do. He goes ahead and play the Whitebeard Pirates. Whitebeard Pirates is going to go ahead and add an Izo. Again, just adding more cards to searches more cards is fantastic, right? But yes, red basically got the addition of a lot of very powerful Whitebeard Pirate type cards. On the next set, I'm going to go ahead and remove this from my hand. This card isn't really going to get summoned anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and swipe me for 6. I will use the trigger effect on this. And then let's see if he wants to go ahead and give me a card. You can always give me an event. Now, this card doesn't have like any restriction. So he gives me the guard point to summon it back, which I'm very okay with. And he does get to trigger the ability to remove my pudding, which is always very interesting. You never get to see that happen. So very, very cool. He's going to go ahead and play the Marco and Gordon. What a card. What a card. So I'm going to go ahead and draw Dawn here. I'm going to go ahead and just daddy long legs into them. See if he wants to give me another card. I want him just to give me as many cards as physically possible. And then I just 5 lead, play my A drop, see what he wants to do for me. He gives me a card. I'll go Daifuku in. You can go and take this one. He can then defend the following. But he has to be very, very careful with taking these hits, right? Because if you do just start willy-nilly taking these hits, you're going to be put in a pretty darn bad spot. He goes ahead and blocks the Marco. He's going to go ahead and remove a Whitebeard Pirates type card. He removes the Whitebeard, which is very bizarre. I'm going to deploy this and put this to the bottom of his life and then pass my turn, right? So he doesn't really have many attackers to come at me with, and even if he does, I do have pretty solid amount of counter power. I get to stick I want to go ahead and stick a Lin next turn, and then, or maybe not, maybe I don't need this card to win this game, and I can just like win off the back of Daifuku / information from Katakuri. Might be pretty darn nice. So let's see how he wants to do it. Now this Marco is a blocker, so, but it's not necessarily an attacker because he's now at 3 life. So if he wants to swing with this Marco, he most certainly can, but he's in danger of just getting blasted. So yeah, I mean, Sure. If I defended, I'm not going to defend it. I'm going to force him to swing at Daddy Long Legs, and he's going to go Whitebeard. Powerful card. So Whitebeard, again, super powerful, but in this situation, I'm not going to do too much, right? Because I'm going to draw a card, draw Dawn. I'm going to go ahead and swing 8 at 7. He takes this one because he wants to go up to the 2 life threshold, and then I'm just going to big mom him, make him go down to 1, and then I do know the last card in his deck, in his life, which is just Marco, right? So if he wants to go ahead and clear this Katakuri with the Newgate, he most certainly can. He already pitched a Newgate, which is crazy to me. But let's see how he wants to go ahead and do it, because I do have now 3 attackers, and these are very real attackers. Funnily enough, I will swing with the Daddy Long Legs first because he's not as real as the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and swing at me for 5. I shouldn't take this, so I will defend it. He does have a lot of cards in his hand, but he's going to have to be able... He's going to have to remove a lot of them next turn to deal with what I'm going to be summoning at him. He's going to go L12 at my Katakuri. Yeah, that deals with it. No problem. And then if I'm able to get anything to remove this, then like another Katakuri or something along those lines, he's going to be in a really bad spot. Let's say this is Thunderbolt. Oof. Going to resolve. Yeah, I'll use the trigger effect to summon a blocker here for free, and I will draw a card. Now he does have a lot. Go ahead and deploy this, see if we can get anything crazy here. Now he could Thunderbolt this and just blast him, but that just isn't the way, right? And Cracker is not really going to do too much, so I'll probably grab the Daifuku and play it. But besides doing that, let's go ahead and swing at him for 9. This isn't a real card. And at 9, he's going to have to give me a Radical Beam and a card. And that's exactly what I want to do to him the entirety of the turn, right? Give me as many cards as possible. And I want to punish him. And it's going to be very difficult for him to really get through this Brule. So he's going to have to attach 2 here, meaning that the Brule should probably attack. He goes Radical Beam plus card. Okay. And then for this to get to 9, this is 7, 8, 9. Go 9 again. I will view the top of my life. I'll keep it there. A 2k is a 2k. I want to give him another Radical Beam plus a card. As he pitched the guard point earlier, we know that, you know, he's just going to have very low hand size after this turn. He's going to have to go for lethal, and it's just not going to be possible. Gonna go and attach one here, swing face, and just do that plus a 2k. Sure, that gets through it. We'll go Brûlé at the Ezo. And then Big Mom in. Because again, he's going to have Marco, he's going to have this. His Brûlé is not going to block anything. So might as well use it as an additional attacker. I summoned it off of life so that it can deal with if he wanted to swing with this. But we're cool. We also know we have a 2k here. We have 3 2ks plus whatever this is plus a sovereignty. So I don't think he necessarily can physically win this game. And just give me the card, bro. You have to defend your entire board. It's the only way you win this game. Thank you. And then you just take this 12 every day of the week. You just add Marco to your hand. Or you can block, that doesn't matter. But let's just say the most influential card this game, guys. I don't know about you. I don't know if you're seeing it. You're seeing what I'm seeing, but Daddy Longlegs. He went in. That guy went in. So he's got 3 cards in hand. I ripped literally like 3 events and 2 2Ks that turn. So good luck trying to survive the following one, my brother. Can also not attach too much Dawn. Also, if Marco goes sideways at any point in time, he's putting himself in a very bad spot. He has to make sure that 3 attacks land, and he does have 4 attackers, so there is a possibility of that happening, but every single attack has to go through. At least I have to defend just 2 of them. Let's see how he goes about this turn. He has a Marco in hand plus 2 random cards. If he does have a magical rusher, which Zoro, funnily enough, does lose rushers in the next set. Kind of important to note. If he does magically have a rusher in his hand, we're going to be having to deal with more than expected cards. We also have to deal with the ability that if this is a sovereignties right here, he's in a really bad spot. This is a Thunderbolt at the final position. Also a really bad spot. Okay. It's going to KO my mama. What if I just defended it? Would that be troll? Do I need her to win the game? It's easier to defend her than it is to defend any other card on my board, so I might as well. Sure. Then I have 2 2Ks and a sovereignty. I don't know. Swinging that low onto Mom was pretty troll, man. Pretty darn troll. Yeah, you can kill the Brûlé. That card's never attacking. He goes just 6 here. He's in a really bad spot. He's gonna go 8. Sure. He has 4 Dawn available. Summons another blocker. My go. Oof. Oof. That's gross. That's gross. If I go here, he can still counter out of this. Yeah, he has a Marco in his hand. Hmm. Tough choice, tough choice. This is that draw made things a little bit weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit leader. Hitting this is just not it either. Gonna go hit this, probably summon it back. Sure. Can you summon it back again though? I know you have Marco, but is the last card in your hand another Whitebeard Pirates card? Wow, it is. That's terrifying. Because now every single card on his board is going to turn sideways. So I'm just going to Big Mom again. And we're going to have to pray, boys. Marco's broken. Oh, man. So not great for us. Not great. Panicking a little bit. Every single card in his hand was live. Oh, no. Ooh, not good. Not good. So 7, yeah, 7's big. Resolve. Not gonna trigger it because I don't want him to know that my hand is fake. Because if I trigger it, it removes. It goes down to 1 and just has to hit me for 7s, which is not the move that I really don't want to be in that spot. Gonna swing at me for 7 again. No trigger. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, I think he has it. Unless this card is exactly another sovereignty, then I think we're cooked. I need at least one of these Marcos not to be on the board, right? Because if this was this situation, he goes, yeah, he swings 9 here. Yeah, 9's a really solid number to swing with. Sovereignty, please? Nope. Oh, dang, I actually end up losing this game. Crazy. What a twist. And then he swings at me for a bajillion, and I do believe that I lose this game. Good stuff. Good stuff on my opponent's part. And actually an insane top deck here with the Makino. So, it be how it be. All right, guys. So I hope hope you guys learned something from this game. Zoro is still a very crazy deck in OP-03. Definitely something to look out for. Getting all of these searchers into your deck, specifically Buggy as well as Izo, allows for the deck to be very defensive while very offensive, speaking of very few rush cards. And yeah, even though I had a very solid start, I think Sparrow was my first trigger. I was able to 8-drop him. I had, like I said, I had a very even time with him. He didn't do anything a little too unfair. He didn't Vista me on curve. He didn't go ahead and play any jet pistols. But being able to just play these Marcos, which are just immortal, behind a 9-drop, is still going to prove to be very challenging, even in the next set. So I hope you guys like this sort of content. I hope you like this game, learned something. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like down below. If you have any ways that you think I could have played better, because this is probably my first time playing Katakuri, make sure to leave a comment. And as always, guys, if you're enjoying this type of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.